We invented the Silicon Valley Polygraph to get to the ground truth behind every startup. We're evaluating startup companies with using two pillars. One is AI that analyzes and scores the deck, and the other pillar is psychology. We think that it's all about the people. It depends largely on the founder team, if they have what it takes to execute, to make this particular company successful. When we talk about money, and venture capitalists are mostly investing other people's money, we should not rely on gut feelings. We should not rely on our own perceptions and our own biases. Hence, we're called unbiased ventures.
What we can do is to improve that gut feeling and that decision making with science and AI analysis.
I think it originated from my experience of being an entrepreneur and a startup founder myself. Having had dozens of conversations with angel investors of all sorts, I sort of thought that I understood how decisions are taken in venture capital yesterday, and I thought there was room to change that. We are analyzing 8 dimensions. For example, traction, market, defensibility, the team as a whole.
The items measure what they should measure.
Traction is king. Investors will not believe anything that you claim in the deck regarding the traction that you have achieved. You have to prove that.
Some traits being a stable characteristic on human beings throughout their adulthood, predict success or failure in the startup environment. Things like extraversion or self-efficacy or creativity can be success factors. Things like narcissism or ruthless tendency can be risk factors. After 2024, it's impossible to distinguish if it's AI generated or not. So we analyzed posts, comments, and likes, of course, compliantly, to see what traits and which impression management they are doing.
The stage is when the first version of the deck is ready. I would recommend to upload the deck, get a score, dive deep into the explanation how the score was achieved, why it was achieved, what data was pulled from competitors, and especially take a really good look at the peer benchmark section of our tool, because the peer benchmarks are more than 3,000 decks of competing winners and finalists of startup competitions in the whole world.
The assessments are based on items that have been validated by science, and the deck analyzer has followed RAG principles, which allows the data to be as fair as possible. I think venture capital firms without these tools will lose a competitive advantage.
Not only for investors, but also for the founders. Founders should have the possibility to iterate on their offering so it becomes more appealing for investors. AI can never replace human judgment.
I hope not. I need a job. No, I'm kidding.
It can only be a support tool to use the speed it has and the capabilities and the bandwidth it has to gather information from all kinds of sources, from all 4 corners of the world, if you want, to give you the greater and focused context.
I think a lot of people from different backgrounds will be able to do jobs that until now were not possible to be done.
Try to improve on the picture, how the market, how the world perceives and accepts your product or your product idea. The better you can transport that, the higher chances are.